Hey everybody. Okay, so we have some super fun projects tonight with one of my favorite things to use, which is mason jars. 3 fun projects. Stay to the end because the last one's my favorite. I love that one, and it was Kiss Simple. But friends, mason jars are so incredibly versatile, and if you're a country girl like me, they just make a nice farmhousey kind of vibe going on. Anyways, friends. Oh, and hey, by the way, I'm Colette with Blessings Craft Therapy, if you didn't know. And if you did, thanks so much for coming back. All right, let's get to the projects. I cut my letters out on my Cricut, and I prepared my little mason jar with just washing it off with some alcohol. I use contact paper. I know, crazy, but it works like a dream and it's cheaper. So I take my lettering that I just cut out and I used removable vinyl, and I just make sure to press down really well so there are no bubbles. So that way when I paint over it, it doesn't seep through and go underneath the vinyl. And I remove the contact paper with that. Other people like their transfer paper. No hate here. This works for me. I also cut out a cute kind of vintagey, primitive kind of looking heart too. I love this. And again, that's all I'm doing is just really pressing down to make sure that it doesn't allow any of the paint to go through underneath. And then I took some chalk paint. This is a combination of, I think it's sheepskin and it's a red chalk paint. I just used a little bit of the red, so it's a pretty little pink. I did 2 layers. I did this layer, and then I let it dry fully, and then I did a second coat of paint on that, and then I let it dry. Again, really let it dry. Before it dried, somebody suggested I take the what do you call it? The vinyl off before it dries. So I'm trying it this way. I'll be honest with you, it was a little bit more challenging than I had anticipated. So I think next time I'll wait until that second coat dries fully before I would try to remove the letters again. But it comes off nice though. Look at how cool. Just be patient with it. It's not rocket science. It just requires patience. And I don't have a lot of patience. Sorry, but it's true. Anyway, so I did all of that, and then I let it dry fully, and then I go through and sand it. Now, friends, if you're not into the primitive distressed look, don't do this part. Keep it nice and clean. That's fine. But I like the distressed look, so I went and distressed the bottom and the sides and, here and there, especially where I accidentally scraped it. That worked too. So then I took a piece of muslin that I tea-dyed a long time ago, and I just tied it in a simple knot at the top, just because I felt like it needed a little bit more embellishment. I'm sure you guys could come up with a much better embellishment than I did, but I feel like this worked for the primitive vibe that I was going for. Then I add some jute on the top of that, because again, if you know me, you know I love jute. If I can find a way to put jute in something, I will. And I just tied it, really simple tie, double knot on the top. That's all I did. And then after, I just trimmed the edges. I trimmed the excess jute, and I trimmed the muslin as well, just because I felt like it was just too much. I suppose a cute little wooden heart on that would be cute. I don't know. Anyways, that's what I did. And then, friends, after, the Dollar Tree has those cute little pink chocolate kisses. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I took some of those pink chocolate kisses and put them inside the jar. They really looked cute. But you know what else? You could put one of those cute little tea lights in it too. That would work. The fake tea lights from the Dollar Tree, the LED ones. Gosh, that would look adorable. Listen, no matter how you deal with this, whether you put a light in it or candy in it, I think it's adorable. It's perfect for Valentine's Day or for any time that you just want to have some cute little prettiness around your house, right? It's also a good gift, just saying. So first thing I did was I painted this is I can't remember what size it is, but it is one of the taller mason jars, and I painted it with some chalk paint, and in the color I think is sheepskin, and I went all the way up onto the rim and everything. Make sure you get all of the letters. I did 2 coats of that. And then I have some adhesive backed felt, and I took the ring from the mason jar and I just traced the outline and then cut it out. I did the same thing with a piece of cardboard. I actually used the cardboard that you get from the fabric samples, not samples, the fat quarters. That's what I used for the cardboard for that. It was perfect. And I just cut that out as well. Then we're going to stick our felt onto our cardboard piece. Easy peasy. And then I just put an X. With my X-Acto knife, I just cut an X in the center so that we would have some place for our tissue to come out. I suppose you don't have to do this part, but, and there you go. Next, well, you know me, I'm a distressed kind of girl, so I like to distress it a bit. So I just took a sandpaper and just sanded all of the raised areas. So anywhere it had the measurements, I did a little bit on the rim. I also did some on the bottom, just because, you know, I like that primitive vibe. Then I made this on my Cricut, but you could get lettering from the dollar store even. I'm just using a piece of contact paper to pull up my letters from the paper so that I can apply it to the glass jar. You don't even have to do this though. It would look beautiful without the wording on it as well, I think. And then I just place it on there, make sure I have it straight, and it wasn't straight. I know. You're going to tell me it's not straight, and I know, but I'm off and I'm okay too. So this is just me peeling the contact paper off, and there it is. How cute, right? Then we're just going to add our felt cardboard piece into the ring, put your tissue inside your jar, put it through that, and there you go. I just love it. It's super simple, and what a great gift this would make. I just wanted to show you really quick how I use the easier way to do the tissues. So I have my wide mouth mason jar. Take the lid off. Now I got these tissues at Target. They are on the go, perfect fit tissues. They're in a cylinder. They're very cool. So what we're going to do is take this, we're going to open it up. Now all you're going to do here is just, this whole top pops right off. So now you have, look at, perfect, right? All right, so we have our wide mouth mason jar. We have our little lid off. We're gonna take our tissues, and I just pull one up a little bit, right? We're just gonna pull these. This is so simple. Pull these out, put them in. Put this on top, okay? You ready? This is so easy. Put this on top. And ta-da! Now you have a tissue holder. Look, and they come out nice, right? Ta-da! I ripped it. I messed up them. But look at how cool, right? Super fun. Ta-da! You're welcome. Okay, friends, so I got this little mason jar with a lid and straw at Dollar Tree, and they come in all different colors. Super fun. Or you can use a clear one. I'm using some rubbing alcohol. Yes, I got this cute little thing at Dollar Tree too. You put rubbing alcohol on it and then you press it down. It's on like a plunger, and it gets rubbing alcohol onto your napkin or whatever. I love it. Anyways, I'm using Cricut printable vinyl. I printed this graphic. Yes, it's in my Etsy shop. It says crafting is my jam, and it's a little nutrition label and then the label for the front. And all I'm going to do is cut it out. And I printed it on my inkjet printer. It's nothing fancy schmancy, friends, and I'm cutting it out. Am I cutting straight? Probably not. But if you've been here long enough, you know that that's my toxic trait. Anyways, so we're just going to cut out each of these graphics. You could do this on a Cricut if you wanted to, but I just didn't, let's be honest, I was being lazy. I just didn't have the ambition to pull out the Cricut and do all the things. So this, done is better than perfect, right? So here we go. Adorable, right? And then we're going to do the same thing for the front. It's crafting is my jam. I have a ton of them, ton of these graphics on my Etsy store. I've got like Jesus is my jam, teaching is my jam, like a bunch of them. So they're super fun. But anyways, again, we're just going to cut each of them out. Now, you could use a regular mason jar if you wanted. You don't have to use one of the Dollar Tree ones. I just happened to find one, and I had it, and I thought, oh, this would be perfect to show you yet another thing you could do with a mason jar, right? If you do use a mason jar, you would want to use one that doesn't have all of the nubbies with the, you know, like how it says Ball or whatever the brand is. You would want to have one that is a smooth jar, just because it'll make it way easier to put your graphic on. But anyway, so there you go. There's our graphic all cut out, super pretty. Now I'm going to ball up This is just so that I can put my jar down on it. You could use one of the fancy ones, that's fine. But I figure out where I want to put my graphic. Now, these jars from Dollar Tree actually have like a seam on them. So just keep that in mind. If your jar does, you'd probably want to put that on the side so that it doesn't, go through your graphic. And then we put our graphic on. I'm just taking the backer off, and it's a sticker. Really, friends, it's a waterproof sticker. Like, how cool is that? How cool is that? I love it. And yes, it takes me a hot minute to get it all set up. But then once I do, you're just going to press it down. You want to make sure that there are no lumps or bumps in it. Obviously, if there are, then water can get behind there. But look at how easy that was, right? Could you seal it with something? Sure. But I didn't think it was necessary because, again, this is waterproof. And yes, I printed it on my inkjet printer. Excuse me. So anyways, we're going to do the same on the back. And it's nice if you could use a ruler to make sure that everything is straight. You know what? It's not, I eyeball everything. I don't know why I'm against using a ruler to do that. It's fine. Love me through it. But anyways, I did the same thing on the back, put the nutrition label on it. And friends, that's it. That is it. Put the lid on it and it's good to go. Are you kidding me? Look how cute this is. Whew, I love it so much. Anyways, friends, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this inspires you.